Welcome to the Full Throttle Saloon project. Like this video, join our Patreon, and subscribe.
Previously on Full Throttle Saloon. An epic hailstorm tore the throttle to pieces.
Everything's completely busted. I don't think we got hail insurance.
And a bad night got even. It's the last night of the rally, and Michael's behind the 8-ball.
We've got to try to push this thing to the max tonight.
And a crowd of wild locals gets out of control.
Oh, food court fight. Which way?
Plus, another bartender is busted.
Get her out of here.
But this time, it's one of Angie's good friends.
Not in a million years would I think that Amanda would do that.
And with time running out,
We need to make some money.
Michael pulls out all the stops.
I need some more of them shots.
It's the season finale of Full Throttle Saloon. 1 week a year, the small town of Sturgis, South Dakota, welcomes 500,000 bikers.
Welcome to Sturgis!
And at the heart of the world's largest biker rally is the world's largest biker bar.
It blows my mind that there is even a bar like this that exists.
This is the Full Throttle Saloon.
Today's the last day. It's the last day that I got a chance to actually try to make up some hard-earned cash here and try to pull some coin out of some people's pockets as they come through this door.
A powerful hailstorm has chased off Michael Ballard's customers and beaten up his saloon.
I need to get up here in this bar. We got to get this floor cleaned inside the main bar. It looks like hell. Last night was devastating to us with that hailstorm. Guys had $30,000 to $50,000 motorcycles in the parking lot and just got plummeted, and that was it. Enough was enough.
The storm basically ended the rally a day early, and people are leaving Sturgis in droves.
Everybody's gone. The people in all the campgrounds are like hell with it. They're loading up the tents. Vendors are packing up downtown. Everybody's just kind of trying to get out of here and get home at this point.
It's really bummed everybody out. So nobody really wanted to spend money because they know they got that $250 deductible or $500 deductible, whatever.
After we kind of lost our tents and stuff like that, it's been kind of slow, so we decided we'd pack up a day early.
We're just, kind of done. We're tired.
Stick with the
And customers aren't the only ones leaving town early.
Oh, I still need two.
The Throttle's scrambling to find enough bartenders.
Sienna, you don't want to stay tonight? No. Several bartenders had their windshields knocked out of their car, so they're done. The other half of the girls are just out partying for the last day of the rally.
Are you calling people to ask them to come in?
Yes. Okay. We need a bridge bartender. I just walk around the property and try to find somebody that looks like they could bartend. Robin, you want to bartend tonight? Can I wear what I have on? You can wear whatever you want. You can wear whatever you want. Oh, I would die. Looking for bartenders. Any more possibilities? There's not much to pick from. Usually it's pretty crowded in here.
You want bartend?
If you'd asked me 20 minutes ago, I probably would have.
We're shorthanded all the way across the board tonight. Office personnel, everything. We need some help. We're short, big time. We've had so many people drop out. It's not even funny. So 25 and 682, yes. Right? All the bikers are pretty much gone, so it's just all local people that come out.
Michael is used to hosting a younger, rowdier crowd on the last night and books the entertainment accordingly.
Hip-hop's a different vibe here because we switched from our normal biker audience to the local audience.
We started having kind of rap acts or whatever, hip hop, knowing they don't ever get any of that type of music up here. We have rock and roll music in the inside bar. You know, we have a few bikers still left over. The bikers hang in there, and we have the hip hop on the main stage.
Wild hip hop duo, the Yin Yang Twins, are scheduled to close out the rally.
We attract a lot of younger kids, so we have to lock it down and keep the minors out of here.
I have 2 guys here.
I think we need to shut that down.
One slip up, and authorities could revoke the Throttle's liquor license.
They're going to try to send in minors in here tonight to try to sting us on alcohol. So we have to lock it down and keep the minors out of here. Check IDs. They look at any way whatsoever that they're freaking young at all. We need their IDs.
Remember what we did at the corn show? They put wristbands on when they came
Right.
in? Can we do that or no without wristbands?
One of the bartenders gave us a really great idea about banning the people like we did for the corn concert.
You know what I mean? Because
That's a good idea.
you're moving so fast that you can't really say, can I
That's
do
a
it?
great idea. I gotta find them boxes. They're white boxes. White boxes with the armbands. I'm gonna put these at the front door, and everybody that gets carded gets a band. That was a good idea.
I know.
You rock. Great idea. We lock everything down around the perimeter. We run everybody through the door. We band them on that day.
I have a guy sitting there.
Okay.
And then if we're going to pull one kid off of here, he can sit there.
The staff knows local crowds can be rough.
It's Fight Club. They want to test everybody. It's a free show. They're local kids. We get a whole different kind of crowd come in. They just don't really care.
If you get in my face one more time, I swear, knock it off.
We've got a really good security staff, but tonight's going to be the test. It's the night that all the locals want to raise 9 kinds of hell.
Okay, because my 10 guys are coming. They're all working the stage and the backstage.
They need 3 on
Goat zone.
4 on goat zone,
Yep.
4 behind
Just
them.
like Pat James did last year.
4 and 4,
Yep.
and then we can control that center.
These here and these here better be some big sons of bitches. Is all.
We know there's going to be trouble. What it boils down to is us having, you know, maybe a $150,000 day versus having a $30,000 day. It's just something we have to deal with that night. You don't give up a $150,000 day over some trouble.
All right, you guys stick around. We're going to have some fun here tonight in the Saloon. Saturday is Michael's way of saying thanks to the locals. It's a locals day. How y'all doing tonight? Hey, Jason, cover that.
You gotta cover it up. There's a new law put out this year. We lose our liquor license if we have that showing. Sorry. Let me ask you this. If you had $350,000, would that set of titties be worth $350,000? Yeah, y'all a bunch of stupid sons of that is what y'all are. We lose our liquor license.
See, it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? So, wait till tonight.
Coming up.
Food court fight.
Hurry up! I got it. I radioed it in already.
Security is pushed to the limit. And later,
And she hands her the drink but doesn't charge at all.
another bartender is caught red-handed.
That ain't the game. My game ain't, if you buy 3 beers, I'll give you a free drink. That ain't how it works.
But this time, it's personal.
Out of every bartender we've had here in 10 years, I would have never thought it would be her that I would catch doing something like that.
Then, the Yin Yang Twins are MIA.
You just need to let me know how soon you get here.
Nothing. We've got nothing. Could we clear?
The final hours of the Sturgis rally. Michael Ballard desperately needs a big crowd to make up for the week's losses.
Tonight being the last night of the rally, we have 100 registers running. Tomorrow there's no registers running. It's going to be a year before I get paid again, and we've got to try to push this thing to the max tonight. All right, she's ready to go. We're going to do everything we can to maximize whatever people end up showing up here tonight.
There's 2 major cells. There's one building kind of heading right towards us. We'll definitely get heavy rain and lightning again.
Can you believe this? Unbelievable. And I heard the storm. I was like, here we go. Everything was beautiful, and all of a sudden, she just dropped on us. When it rains like that, it just screws the whole night up. That cost me $50,000 to $60,000 every time a rainstorm come through, and it was completely relentless this year. Every day, same time. I feel bad for all the people that came here for vacation. They took their 1 week off for the year, and they come here to enjoy the Sturgis Rally and come to the Throttle, and they got plummeted by the bad weather also. Unbelievable.
Man, what'd you do? Did you jinx us or something?
You guys do a rain dance? I must have screwed somebody over somewhere down the line. I know, and they're coming in cars. It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, but locals know that it's not going to start until 10:30.
So you're saying there's still a chance? When you're in the middle of a rally like this, you just got to keep pressing forward. You know, you got to see it through to the end no matter what happens. We bought rain insurance from 6:30 to 10:30 tonight. It's $15,000. It says it ain't happening. Look at this.
Over 3/10.
What's that mean?
You're good. It's over a quarter of an inch.
All right, I'm 15 ahead at this point. It's a good way to start off the front of the night.
Get yourself a drink, get yourself something to eat. You got hundreds of kids coming on the stage later on.
The local crowd is just beginning to show up, but Sean is still scrambling to find enough bartenders to serve them.
Did you find anybody? Nobody in the crowd that looked bartenderish?
We're shorthanded completely. In bars that we normally have 2 bartenders out, we got 1.
Do you want to bartend tonight?
No.
Are you sure? I got a spot for you.
You know, we do what we have to do, and Sean's real good about recruiting people to fill spots.
How about if I give you a beer tub and then you just have to do beer and you don't have to worry about liquor? Okay. Doing that. Okay. You'll make tips. You came here to spend money, you're going to make money. All right. Okay?
All right.
Hey, I'm keeping track of the free beers.
I've got my sign guy out here selling beer. I've got a friend of mine that works at the airport selling beer. I pulled my assistant James out of the office, and he's out here selling beer.
Need a beer? Bud Light? Yes. Just one? You got 2 hands.
Not helping matters is Brittany's sudden departure after she was caught acting suspiciously.
Get that thing out of my face. This isn't cool.
She took off running before we were able to actually confront her last night. Tonight, she didn't show up for work, so, you know, it's obvious what the hell's going on. If she was honest and she wasn't doing anything, she would have showed up.
For the bartenders that stuck around, it's been a long rally. And they're wary of what the last night has in store.
It's more of a local crowd, and people are running out of money. Nobody's tipping. They're a little bit more aggressive. We're just ready to get through the night and get out of here.
First, most of those locals have been working their ass off the entire week, and it's their one night where, phew, we're done, I'm gonna cut loose. Second of all, they don't get to be around that kind of atmosphere very often, so they don't know really how to react in a situation like that. So there's kind of 2 different things that are going on there for it to be such a different type of crowd than what we're normally used to at the Throttle.
If the early crowd is any indication, it's gonna be a wild night.
Show those boobies, look.
Coming up.
She's getting her boobs out.
When the local crowd gets crazy.
That's got to get shut down. They tell them no nudity.
The Throttle staff has to shut down the show. And showtime.
About 15 minutes or so.
There's a problem. The main act is missing.
Now I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do.
And later.
Tell me what's in this. You want to say that this ain't liquor?
when Angie's friend is caught with bootleg booze.
Go count her down and leave the property.
It leads to the most difficult firing ever.
Breaks my heart.
I'm scared to say what to expect tonight. It's the local night where we kind of rearrange the music, and we do a lot of stuff to attract local people here because all the bikers are pretty much gone after today. They're headed back home.
Warm-up acts are already on the main stage. But the headliners, the Yin Yang Twins, are nowhere in sight.
We had a lot of problems with our hip-hop acts trying to get here, flight cancellations and delays. I got a sneaking suspicion this is going to walk right up till showtime. Stressed out.
Now what do I do? I got 40 minutes. I got to stage in 40 minutes with dead air now. Nothing. We've got nothing.
Now I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. Can't have empty space. They're gonna get ticked off and either they'll leave or, you know, whatever.
The Flaunt girls are quickly sent out to buy some valuable time.
You guys ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready as I'm waiting.
All the music, we got some left for y'all. Another treat. Y'all make some noise for the lovely, beautiful ladies of Flaunt. Make some noise. Come on, put it together. Make some noise.
Although the locals are around the bikers all the time and things like that, there's a lot of things that the locals don't get to see. I guess I didn't really at all have any anxieties about anything happening outside of what could be taken care of.
You just need to let me know how soon you get here. Don't ask me why. I just need to know about 15 minutes or so. I just made a phone call out. They were just pulling out up the interstate. Thanks. Bye. They're just pulling off the highway right now. It's about 10, 15, 20 minutes tops. I think they're here. They're here. We're going to be right here to the green room. All right. Hey. It is what it is, and the show must go on, so just got to make it go as quickly as we can. Schedule's got a little screwed up with the rain. It was almost 40-minute delayed.
Y'all ready for some good hip-hop stuff tonight? Once again, everybody, Yin Yang Twins! Yin Yang Twins! Slide that when they all get up.
With the twins finally on stage, Michael checks on security.
Look, they ain't patting nobody down. Tonight's like the only night that you watch the crowd more than you have to watch the damn bartenders from stealing from you. Hey, are you finding liquor bottles, Johnny, like Crown and Jaeger you're talking about?
Yes, sir. We found Captain Morgan, Jaeger, and Crown.
Is that at the front door coming in?
No, they're already in by the stage.
Last thing I need to do is lose my liquor license or my beer license because that'll bankrupt me.
We don't sell
We say this one. Hold on.
They actually party a lot harder than the bikers party because there's a little more fights, a little bit more trouble. The crowd's just really thuggish, and there's always a lot of fights tonight and stuff.
Bitch! She's gonna quit or get down.
It's the girls. Food court fight.
I radioed it in already. Watch it, watch it.
Which way?
This way.
He's out front.
This way. I got all these people just assaulting everybody.
Sometimes they don't mix, and people get a little mouthy, and they get pushy, and they shove, and they think they're tough, and they get in a fight. We just try to get them out of here.
No, I don't want her back in my bar. I don't want her back in my bar.
There's a fight out there between two girls, and it escalated when it started getting broken up to a bunch of guys getting in the mix. Now they're running them all the way to their cars and getting the property. That's probably the third or fourth fight already tonight.
She got hit many times.
Yeah.
They took chunks out of her hair. And all we were trying to do was stop the fight. That's all we were trying to do.
It's usually best with this tonight just to get out of the way.
Girls are the worst fighters in the world. They pull hair, they scratch, they kick. They don't care if you fell down, you know.
She threw a bottle at me and came after me.
It's rough. It's a rough night, you know. People get beat up, and but it's just something we have to deal with that night.
When the fights die down, a new security concern quickly takes its place.
Is that those two girls? Yeah. Sometimes I go in there just to look at the crowd. I hope she don't get her boob out. There they go. They're getting after it, ain't they? You see a lot of wild, crazy things that go on out there. It's amazing how people really act. She's getting her boobs out. Whatever. That's got to get shut down and tell them no nudity. She's got her boobs out right now. Hey!
It's a little love song we got going on here. Straight out of Kansas City, Missouri, we gotta show them some love.
Johnny, don't let her talk you into anything. We can control our employees a lot, but it's really hard to control our customers. Girls want to flash their tits, the guys love it, they're screaming and hollering for it. I see a couple of my guys kind of like, yeah. That's supposed to be like saying no, no, no. So I had to reiterate to them what's supposed to happen, what's not supposed to happen. Who's this girl up there? Oh, is she topless? Can you believe that? What's that?
Letting us go up there.
Since the girls had pasties under their body paint, they passed inspection. Barely.
All right, I just want to make sure y'all stay covered up.
We are.
I'm having to be really careful this year. Where's she at? The commissioners are really holding our feet to the fire on the ordinances for this year. Is she naked? Hey, is that girl naked?
No.
She no nudity?
No nudity.
If there's nudity, we got to shut it down.
I am. Big
It has nothing to do with you, right? This pickup?
Nope. Nope. Ain't nothing to do with us. I ain't messing with that dude. What's up? Let's get it shut down. I don't know for sure if they're crossing the line or not totally nude or any of that stuff. So I'm not taking any of them chances.
You look beautiful on that pole, and I'm not even gay.
We gotta shut her down. All right. All right.
I had to go over there and shut that down.
Coming up.
You don't care. Don't matter.
I've been out there busting my ass.
Emotions run high
This is our business.
when Angie's good friend gets busted.
Out of every bartender we've had here in 10 years, I would have never thought it would be her that I would catch doing something like that.
And later, the party's almost over at the Throttle. And Michael's making a last-minute push for a profit.
Kicking ass. Pounding.
So we need to go to the security room.
We do?
I guess Amanda's pouring triples now, not just doubles. God, it really sucks too, because she's like one of my good friends, you know. Okay, she just poured 3 shots in there. It should have been at least $6.50, but there's 2 shots on top of it, so it should have been $15.50.
Amanda's one of the veteran bartenders that stuck around. She's also one of Angie's best friends.
We're friends. All of us like run around in the same circles.
Angie notices Amanda is doing something worse than pouring triples.
She's pouring this pop, supposedly, in this cup.
Regular Coke.
Right, but then she adds water to it. It's not soda, it's some liquor that's in this pop bottle. And then she hands her the drink, but doesn't charge at all. Not in a million years would I think that Amanda would do that.
Why don't you just go ask her? Why don't you just say, pull over and say, Amanda, listen, me and your friends and everything, but I've got pressure coming on me from Michael and the people in the security room are looking. There's a pop bottle over here. I need to see what's in it. Just say that you're getting pressure from me and the security officers.
She's like one of my best friends.
I don't like that look on your face.
I just took this from one of our bartenders. And it's like one of my very good friends. Smell.
Oh, nice. Who is it?
Amanda, one of our own workers, who is my friend.
Where's she at?
She's at Angieland.
You want?
I'm just gonna tell Michael to come in here.
Well, that's
breaks my heart. I can smell apple in it.
It's liquor.
I know it's liquor. I just can't put my finger on what kind.
It's a whiskey. It's a bourbon. Let's get her out of here. Of everybody that's working here, had to be that one.
And my feelings were totally hurt that she would do it. She's like one of my very, very, very good friends.
Michael sends out Sean to shut Amanda down.
Probably already know, don't you? I could really care less. I'm done, guys.
Over the years, I've developed so much non-tolerance for people that steal. I can't stand a thief. Nothing gets me hotter than somebody ripping me off. Why is there liquor behind your bar?
If I was drinking it?
You weren't only drinking it, you were serving it to customers. You know that that's against the law to bring that liquor in here?
I guess I didn't know it was against the law.
South Dakota state liquor license, it's against the law.
I figured I wasn't drinking your liquor, so.
You're not even supposed to drink at all. That's our rules.
Or it's kind of hard to go out there.
You know what the worst thing about all this is that that's your friend right there.
This is our business.
This is how we make our money. And you giving it to a customer who would normally buy a drink from me is costing me money. You know that it's wrong. You have to freaking know. You're not so crazy that you don't know that that's wrong. And I've been watching you pour doubles.
Absolutely not.
I watched it on a tape. You don't care. Don't matter.
That's not the case at all. I've been out there busting my ass. For less than 10% for quarters. For quarters, dressed like
that's
a whore.
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant to the fact. You took that job, no going into that job. Whatever it comes out of, it comes out of. We're writing checks for $200,000 to stock this bar. I don't need you giving away. It ain't yours. It belongs to me. And tell me what's in this. You want to say that this ain't liquor?
That's mine.
Well, you're giving it to customers. You're giving it.
I gave it to Kayla, and she bought several of your beers.
That don't matter. That ain't the game. My game ain't. If you buy 3 beers, I'll give you a free drink. That ain't how it works. You're costing me money. You don't realize the magnitude of what it takes to even operate this place because it just don't register with you. At the end of the day, it really don't matter because I'm firing your ass anyway. All right? Go count her down and leave the property.
Out of every bartender we've had here in 10 years, I would have never thought it would be her that I would catch doing something like that. I would never do something like that to her, so I would never assume that she would do something like that to me.
I'm sorry that you think that I was stealing from you.
That's what that is. I could actually even understand if you were having a shot out of that or something, but like serving your liquor to one of our customers is what's killing me. We don't even have enough money to pay our bills.
I did it one time. I'm not trying to do it. I
wouldn't steal from you. I know that you know that, like, that's not right.
I've been busting my ass.
That.
Making quarters. Making quarters,
I know, but
Angie,
that's
and I
not
know it
our
has nothing
fault
to do
that the
with you.
customer isn't.
I understand that, but I'm not sitting here trying to serve
There's been
all
lots
these
of times
people
any tip.
anyone else's drinks. Really, I'm not.
I'm not even mad, I'm sad. I'm not like disowning her as a friend, I'm just like completely disappointed in her.
This is just one of them lessons, and I tell you this all the time. It just hurts more when it's friends. They never get any closer to you. They don't get any deeper into your life or into your business or anything. That's why I'm so untrusting. You always ask me why you don't trust nobody. Simple reasons just like that.
In my world, if I'm someone's friend, you would make sure 100% that you're not doing anything to jeopardize that person or their livelihood or whatever. And I guess I learned a really good lesson. God, that just kills me.
It's crazy.
Coming up, with the final hours of the Sturgis Rally ticking away,
We need to make some money here.
Michael must make a last-ditch effort to save the night
Hey, I need a trays.
and maybe save the bar.
I need some more of them shots.
It's 1 a.m. on the last night of the rally at the Full Throttle. For Michael Ballard, it's his last chance to make money for the entire year, and he's going to make every second count.
Walked in a bar and everybody was just sitting around, and it was like the whole bar was completely packed with all the dancers on it. And it was like, man, the crowd's sitting here, let's make some money. When it rains like it has this past year, when we get killed like that, hell, I have to think about nothing but money every day. And try to make up in order to keep the place in business. They blew all them out just like that last night, didn't they? We need to make some money here. You know, it was already like 10 after 1. We closed at 2, so we had about 50 minutes to try to rock it. We're gonna make up a bunch of shots, try to blow out
These are like
some of this liquor.
Jaeger Hayek shots?
Yeah. So I was just trying to create some stuff to happen and make some extra cash. $4.50 each. Who needs Jaeger bombs? Jaeger bombs, $4.50 each. Jaeger bombs for $4.50. $4.50 Jaeger bombs. $4.50 for a Jaeger bomb. Tonight being the last night of the rally, I've got to make every dime I can make. You got any Jaeger bombs? I need another tray. I need some Jaeger bombs over there. There, use this. Jaeger bombs over there. Get your Jaeger bombs for $4.50. Bring that in your register. 2 Jaeger bombs. 2 Jaeger bombs at $4.50. You gotta grab it by the sides. Don't trip.
4 separate shots. They already sold most of the drinks. Just go get the shots.
I need some more of them shots. How does everything? I know, dude.
Hey, I think we're out of Jaeger on the gun.
We got bottles. We're gonna do everything we can to maximize. It's gonna be a year before I get paid again. Take your bomb right there to that dude. Hey, I need a trays.
There's some more bites.
In that last hour, we're just pounding.
I think the biggest thing that attracts me to him is his spirit and his heart. He never gives up. He always just keeps plugging away.
Cool. You know, the guy's got a one-track mind when it comes to a nickel. And as much as he can swell up and be proud that he may have a stack of money sitting right here, he gets twice as puffy and proud of himself when people are coming up and testifying about what the Full Throttle means to them.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I come here every year.
Good.
Yeah, nice to meet you,
Nice
Mike.
to meet you.
Yes, thanks.
I mean, we rocked some money that last hour, and I was just trying to move product and get the product out the door because otherwise it sits here for a year. Man, you know, they were closing this bar down and all that, and it's sad to see that. I mean, because you're in the mode, you're in the mood, you're actually making money. To see that register go down, that means my income's over for a year.
One more minute. $15 six-packs, get them to go. $15 six-packs on the way out the door, those pounders.
Well, baby, it's over. We sure got a lot of they take this
$5 for each hand, girls.
We'll find out. That's it. We're done.
Closing time right now. Let's go. We got to move you out the door. We'll see you next year.
That's it.
With us in the 2009 rally.
Bye-bye. Hey, when you get up by the front door, make sure nobody's leaving with drinks.
Your beers at the door. Drop them at the door. Let's go. We got to go, guys. Come on, let's go. We got to go.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Time to go. One down.
Closing the door the last night of rally, that's kind of a double-edged sword. Like, on one side, you're like, whew, I made it, I didn't die, we're still here, everything's still standing. And on the other side, it's like, oh, sad, it's over.
That's it. It's all over. What about it, brother? Another year behind us.
Coming up,
Place takes a beating, don't it? God.
Michael surveys the damage and weighs a difficult decision.
I don't know if I really want to fight the fight anymore.
After the worst year in Full Throttle history, could he be closing the doors for good? With the rally over, the town of Sturgis goes from 500,000 bikers back to just 5,000 residents.
It's like you turn a light switch off in this town. It's over till next year.
After 200,000 customers, 500,000 beers consumed, 300 employees hired, 20 employees fired. It's time for the Throttle to go back into hibernation.
I'm in that big fight at this point. I don't know where I'm going with it or what's going to happen or if I want to come back next year or not. That answer is not determined yet. The place takes a beating, don't it? God, look at that.
There's no grass left.
There were so many lowest points during this rally. This weather has been devastating to us this week. It happened every day for 5 freaking days straight, and one of them days was hailstorm. Worst hailstorm that's ever been here. The rain devastated the rally, and to get out of you on that, something you work for a whole year and see it go down the drain like that's hard. It's kind of heartbreaking to see all this with nobody here, huh?
I know. I think we really could have just hit a home run. I mean, like grand slam out of the park. Had that rain and the hail and all the weather kind of stuff happened. A lot of the stuff that we've added this year, a lot of the atmosphere that we've added this year is going to be talked about on the internet and through all of these little circles and things like that. So I think what's going to happen is the people that we had this year are going to come back next year with a whole bunch of friends.
Thursday night when Jackal played, I didn't have to think about the money because I already knew it was there. I see it in the crowd. We're packed. I know that the tills are slamming out. I know what's going on. But when it rains like it has this past year, and when we get killed like that, hell, I have to think about nothing but money every day to make up and try to make up in order to be able to keep the place in business. The bridge stood up to it, though,
Yeah,
didn't
it sure did. It sure became a hot spot here.
Yeah. Well, looking at the final numbers right now, I still, at this point, am not sure where I'm at because we're still getting bills in every day. It's kind of like you just take a whole big pot of money and you throw it up in the air and you hope when it all falls down and everything gets paid, there's a little bit laying on the ground for you to pick up.
Michael a lot of times talks about how he has a struggle between his brain and his heart as far as what he's gonna do with selling the place or keeping the place.
Well, I mean, I love it so much. It causes me all this headache, and business side of my head tells me, get the out of here, get the, just get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. But your heart says, keeps pulling you back, and so I'm still in that fight. That's where I'm at. I'm in that fight of what to do,
The Full Throttle is Michael's baby.
I love you.
I really love you.
She's ready to have that kid and start that family, and I'm at the point in my life that it's either now or never for me.
I've wanted to be a mama since I knew that you could be a mom. So I know that I want babies, and I know that I want a family, and I know that that's what I'm supposed to be here for. So if that ever does happen, it's going to be, like I said, heaven on earth. It's everything that I've ever wanted.
I've never had a kid before, and so it's just going to be a new experience, and it might change my life. I don't know. It might be the part that gets me out of the bar business. Oh, well, baby, I guess it's time to close up.
Just really need to start focusing on what we're going to do next year.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just ready to pull the front doors down on the bar, lock everything up for the winter, and I'm going to go back to Tennessee, and I'm going to see where the money lays at, and if we got through it or not, if we're able to pay the mortgage.
What did you think we made last night?
I don't know, but we needed to make 80.
Well, we made 69.
I don't know if I really want to fight the fight anymore. I mean, this is 10 years of it, and I'm actually ready for a change in my life. It's at a point of just, God, do you really want to keep doing this and beating your head against the wall to try to make it work every single year?
But we're going to make it.
It's been a tough year, and I think this might just be my last rally.